Alright guys, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to the channel. So every single year I do a video talking about Ramadan. Last year I talked about what you should be doing if you are trying to bodybuild during Ramadan. And this year I'm going to be talking about what you should not do or what you should avoid during Ramadan, whether you're strength training, bodybuilding, weightlifting, Olympic weightlifting, anything in terms of fitness, some things that you should avoid. The first thing that I'm going to mention is probably the most important thing that I will mention in this whole entire video, and that is about staying hydrated. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water throughout the time that we're allowed to drink water, from Maghrib until right before Fajr. Make sure you're drinking as much water as possible. The second thing that goes into that is if you do take creatine, any kind of creatine, monohydrate, hydrochloride, whatever kind of creatine that you're taking, I would highly recommend to completely stop taking creatine for the month of Ramadan, or at least reduce the amount that you're taking throughout the month of Ramadan. For me personally, I completely stopped taking it 2-3 days before Ramadan starts, because creatine does dehydrate your body and does require a lot of water. So throughout the day, if you're not drinking water, you're going to feel very, very thirsty, very tired. And then when you finally do get to train after Maghrib, if that's what you're going to do, train after Maghrib, your body's going to be very, very dehydrated. Still, your muscles are going to be dehydrated. They're not going to have enough water in them. So that's going to increase your chance of tearing up some muscles or possibly injuring yourself. Now, at the same time, if you train before Maghrib, that gives you an even bigger chance of injuring yourself. So be very, very careful on when you train and how hydrated your body is. And you could always just tell based off of how your body feels. If you're feeling very tired, you're more than likely very dehydrated. Now, that being said, the third thing that I'm going to recommend, I know it's not going to be possible for some of you guys, but if you can work out after Maghrib, after Iftar, that would be the most optimal time to train for anybody, no matter what your goal is. When you are fasting for hours on end, your body's dehydrated and you don't have a lot of nutrition. You don't have pretty much any nutrition in your body or macronutrients. So if you do work out, you're putting yourself again at a very, very high risk of injuring yourself. And if you do injure yourself, there's no more working out for you for that specific muscle group that you injured. And so I would highly recommend, even if you're looking to lose fat, to work out after Iftar. Your diet is going to depend on your goal. So if you're looking to lose fat, you're going to eat a certain way. If you're looking to gain strength or build muscle, you're going to eat a certain way. But regardless, universally speaking, if you can, try to work out after Iftar, after Maghrib. Now, this Ramadan is very, very interesting because there's no Taraweeh. There's Taraweeh in the house, but there is no congregation at the masajid. So you cannot pray Taraweeh in a huge congregation at the masjid, which means that we're all going to have to pray Taraweeh at home with our families, which is a great thing. It's a really, really good thing. The reason I'm saying that is it makes it a lot easier for you guys to work out at home. The gyms are closed. You don't have to go to the gym. The masajid are closed. You don't have to go to the masjid. So you're stuck at home. You eat Iftar, you pray Maghrib, you work out for a little bit, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, whatever it is you want to do. And then afterwards, you pray Isha, pray Taraweeh, and you're good to go. You can sleep at night, or you can stay up the whole night if your job allows you to, or if you're unemployed, or if you're taking online classes like most students are right now. You can stay up pretty much all night. So it makes it very, very easy and convenient for you to train during this month. Now, another thing that I'm going to highly recommend to you guys, and it's kind of hard to get yourself to do it when you've been training hard for a long time, is to train with a lesser intensity. I know some people who have the philosophy that it doesn't matter if you're in Ramadan, it doesn't matter, whatever the circumstances are, you have to train as hard as possible all the time. In this month, in Ramadan, I would highly recommend you lower the intensity a little bit. If you guys have been following my channel for a few weeks or a few months or years, you would know that I've been doing the small loft squat program and the small loft bench program. And those are both very, very rigorous programs that I'm not going to be doing in Ramadan. And if you are on a rigorous program, I'd highly recommend to taper it down just for a month. Again, that has to do with the concern of injuring yourself. If you injure yourself, you're not going to be able to train. So I would rather have a lesser intense workout than to have a very, very intense workout, injure myself, and not be able to work out for a few months, even after Ramadan. So I think personally the smarter thing to do is just lower the intensity of your workouts during this month. The next tip that I have for you guys is in terms of supplementation. For me personally, the only supplements that I might recommend during Ramadan is pre-workout or caffeine, to be more specific. If you follow my recommendation of training after iftar, you're gonna have to train later on in the nighttime. So a lot of people are gonna get tired, a lot of people are gonna get demotivated. So one way to give your body that energy, extra boost that it might need is to get some caffeine or pre-workout. That being said, caffeine will dehydrate your body a little bit as well. It's gonna make you pretty much urinate more. And so you have to make sure you're drinking a lot of water. That goes into the first and most important tip that I gave you guys, to hydrate as much as you can during Ramadan. If you take a protein supplement, it might dehydrate your body. If you take a carb supplement, it might dehydrate your body. So it depends. If you're drinking a lot of water, you know yourself, you could easily get a gallon of water from the time of Maghrib to Fajr. Then go ahead, take protein, take whatever carbs you need to do. But for me specifically, and for people I know, I highly recommend you only take 1 or 2 supplements, and that's it, because your body has to process them. So again, be careful on what supplements you take. If you were to listen to me, I would only take pre-workout or caffeine, coffee, whatever your preferred choice of caffeine is, and that's what I would stick with. The protein, the carbs, all that other stuff, I would probably just save it for after Ramadan. And that goes into my last point, which is focusing on macronutrients and micronutrients. So during Ramadan, obviously we have a shorter time frame to eat and get the macro and micronutrients. So what I would highly recommend you guys doing is, 1, getting a multivitamin and trying to get the micronutrients through the multivitamins. And then in terms of the macronutrients, depending on your goal, you need to track what you are eating and try to eat as much as possible if you're bodybuilding or powerlifting. And if you're trying to lose fat, try to eat more proteins, more vegetables, and reduce your carbs and fats. So that's a very general suggestion. Obviously everybody is different, so you have to learn what your body responds good to. But generally speaking, that's how you should track your macros. More calories for the bodybuilders and powerlifters, less carbs and fats for the people who are trying to lose fat. So anyways, those are my suggestions. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comment section below. If I can't answer them, maybe somebody watching this video can also answer them as well. And again, I am a certified personal trainer, so I do have a little bit of experience with different people, different goals, all that good stuff. And I've been doing these videos for a few years now, so I have experience with bodybuilding in Ramadan and working out in Ramadan for a few years now. So I hope you guys can take my suggestions pretty seriously and try to really be smart about how you train and how you eat and what you drink and eat during Ramadan. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. Don't forget to drop a like as well. And inshallah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.